Working on ordering and comparing integers. Now, if we remember, integers are positive and negative numbers. If we look at a number line, they are just the dots, or just your markings, or tick marks in this case, on the number line. And we go to the right of 0, which are positives, and to the left, which are negative integers. Now, when we compare and order integers, I want you to do something. I want you to think of the numbers as money. I want you to think of money. So put some dollar signs around here. Think of money. When you think of money and we're comparing integers, I think it'll help you associate where do I want to be. If it's something that it's a good thing, then it's probably going to be greater a situation, opposed to if when we get to the negative side. Okay, then these are our symbols. This symbol means is greater than, and this one is greater than or equal to. This is less than, and this one is less than or equal to, and then we have is equal to. Those are our symbols. Now, we've talked about already this year what an open and closed dot represents, correct? Okay, when we were doing inequalities. An open dot means I don't want that number, but I want everything either to the right or to the left of that, possibly. For right now, we're just going to be using closed dots. Okay, I'm going to be comparing -8 to -6. Now, help us compare. We're going to plot these on your number line. So everybody plot -8. Okay, here's -8. And plot -6. Okay, once you have them plotted, anytime I have a number that is further to the right, it will be greater. Now you're thinking, wait a minute, Ms. Roberts, 8's bigger than 6. I know. But if I have a -8, that's kind of like money. I owe somebody $8. In this case, I owe $6. So in which case am I really better off? The 6. Owing 6 is really worth more than owing -8. So we can say that a -8 is less than a -6. And we see it on the number line. Okay, let's do -5 compared to 4. Okay, I'm comparing a -5, which is here. Okay, then let's plot 4, which is on this side. And I know then that -5 is less than a +4. And think of money. If you owe somebody $5, are you in a good situation? No. If I have $4, wouldn't you have more? Yes. Okay, so -5 is less than 4. Now, how do you read these symbols without looking with numbers in between? Remember, it points to the left, it is less than. If it points to the left, it is less than. Let's try another one. All right, let's compare -2 to -10. -2 to -10. Now, if you're kind of getting to the point where maybe you don't have to plot it on your number line, at least try to visualize where do they go. Is -2 greater than or less than -10? Okay, here's -2. Here's -10. Okay, -2 is going to be worth more. It is greater than. I would rather owe somebody $2 than owe them $10. Okay, I'm in a better situation. I'm going to have more money in the long run if I only owe somebody 2 rather than owing them 10. Does that make sense? Okay. All right, we're going to do an activity next. I want you on the card that I just gave you, I want you to write an integer. Now we're going to put some parameters. Your integer is going to be between -25 and a +25. It can be anywhere in between. Those numbers make it nice and big so it covers your entire card. Cool, so as you did your lineup, we did your lineup with the number that you had on your card, you realized that although it was larger, the number itself was larger, if it's a negative, it's really worth less. Okay, so that's something that you're going to want to consider, that if it's a negative number, the larger that number is, really the less that it's worth. Are there any questions on comparing or ordering integers. Putting them in order. Okay, let's just take a look at these integers we have here. We have a -8, -6, -5, 4, -2, -10. Let's put them in order from smallest to largest. Which one would be first? If I'm going from least to greatest, Courtney, what would be the smallest? -10. Kelly, what would be next? Okay, -8, good. What would be next? Cameron? -6. Skylar? -5. What's next? Zane? -2. And then the greatest one is 4. Okay, are there any questions? All right, today you've worked on comparing and ordering integers.